ti tó ìtumọ̀ ètò kan. Gbogbo ló fẹ́ mú etí rẹ̀. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Ẹ̀kún lóríṣiríṣi many things ìwé. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Ètò náà. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding ètò ìgbéyàwó. Sọ́kànlí lọ́gbọ̀n. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Ṣàtìwọ́ ètò láìpọ̀ traditional wedding ló lọ lọ́wọ́. Come on. Ètò náà. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding ètò ìgbéyàwó. Sọ́kànlí lọ́gbọ̀n. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram. Every Tuesday on Facebook. 6 p.m. UK time. Every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ni lóye. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ni lóye. Ẹ̀sọ́ traditional wedding. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí, ẹ̀yin tèmi nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Mo káralé, mo kérò ọ̀nà, mo kọ́kùnrin, mo kóbìnrin, mo kọ́mọdé, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí àgbàlagbà wípé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. Ètò yín, ètò kan náà tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí ètò ìgbéyàwó. Let's talk traditional wedding and more with Bùnmi Perez. Àmọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lórí ètò yìí, kó tó di pé aṣọ ohunkóhun, mo fẹ́ gbé bá fọba ayérayé, akọ́dá ayé, aṣẹ̀dá àrùn. Ọba àná, ọba ẹ̀ní, ọba títí ayérayé kọrin kése. Ọba tó tó nípa, tó kọ̀ tí ò pa ní jẹ́ pé ṣe ló ń pa nímọ̀. Ọlẹ́bùrú ìkẹ́, Ọlọ́run lánàá, Ọlọ́run lẹ́ni, ọba títí ayérayé. Gbogbo kò forúkọ mímọ́ yín mú yín nítorí pé kí ni ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe fún mi láti tún débi láyé àtàlàáfíà lẹ́ni. Ẹ tún wá jẹ́ kó ṣe fún mi láti bá gbogbo àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn tí wọ́n ti darapọ̀ mọ́ mi lórí ètò yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bá wọn láyọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n bá wọn lálàáfíà ara. Ògo ìyìn ọlá ni forúkọ mímọ́ yín. Bàbá kì í ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í ṣe nípa ipá, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í ṣe nípa agbára. Agbógo forúkọ mímọ́ yín. Thank you, Ancient of Days. We appreciate you, we honor you, we adore you. Thank you for yet another opportunity, oh God, to come here tonight, to come and learn. Olúwa ẹ ṣeun, Olúwa ẹ gbọpẹ́, Olúwa ẹ gbà yín wa. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́gbà àwọn tí wọ́n darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pátápátá, àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń kí wa, àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbóríyìn fún wa, àwọn tí wọ́n ń yìn wá. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín wípé ẹ ṣeun. Ògo ni forúkọ yín, ẹ ṣeun. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. God bless you for joining. Ní báyìí, mo tún fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí, mo tún fẹ́ fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn gidi tí wọ́n ń ṣagbátẹrù ètò yìí, tí wọ́n ń dúró tì wá ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ ṣeun, pàápàá jùlọ iléeṣẹ́ Chorus Dress and Laces, iléeṣẹ́ tó dángájíá, tó gbangba sùn lọ́yẹ́, tó aṣọ ìyàwó tọmọ ìyàwó ti bàbá ìyàwó. Olúwa ẹ ṣeun, torí pé àwọn ẹni yìí kò sí nǹkan tẹ́wá lórí igbá wọn báyìí tí ẹ ò rí. Kódà àwọn ń ṣaṣọ ẹbí, ibikíbi tó bá wù kí ẹ fẹ́ ti ṣe nǹkan ayẹyẹ yín, wọ́n bá yín ṣe òpó, wọ́n bá yín ṣe wàhálà. Mi ráyè aṣọ ẹbí o, mi ò lè ṣe, kò sí eléyìí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ yín, àwọn èèyàn tí ń pè wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má tí ì pè wá, àti ìgbà ìpè wọlé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Ó dàbí pé àkórí ètò wa tèmi yìí ó dàbí pé ó fẹ́ ká àwọn èèyàn lára díẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ fún wa lásìkò díẹ̀ ká tó ṣí ojú òpó fún àwọn èèyàn láti máa pè wá wọlé. Please, if I'm cutting your phone, kì í ṣe pé mo fi ń ṣàfojúdi ẹ dákun ẹ dábọ̀, ẹ ṣe sùúrù fún wa. Mo tún fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí náà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Celebration International Magazine, iléeṣẹ́ tó gbangba sùn lọ́yẹ́ làwọn náà. Wọ́n wà lórí Instagram àti Facebook. Ohunkóhun tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ayẹyẹ ní o àbí fẹ́ polówó ọjà, ẹ kàn sí iléeṣẹ́ Celebration International Magazine, wọ́n bá yín polówó ọjà yín. Mo tún wá fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí tún sọ fún wa nípa iléeṣẹ́ kan náà gbòógì, iléeṣẹ́ Royal Vogues. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gba ìpè, ẹ má bínú, ẹ jẹ́ pè wá padà. Thank you so much. Ẹ dákun ẹ pa padà. A ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò àmọ́ àti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gba ìpè. Thank you, God bless you. Ó dàbí pé èyí yìí máa ga o. Àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ sí jẹ́ ká gbé àkórí ètò wọlé. Please, sorry about that distraction. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe kó ba lè rí bó ṣe ń rí. I know a lot of people have something to say about today's show. Mo tún wá fẹ́ fàsìkò yìí bẹ̀ wá pé ẹ dákun ẹ dábọ̀, ẹ bá wa share ètò yìí. Òun la máa sọ lọ́sẹ̀ wípé ohun oore kan gbòógì tẹ̀lé ṣe wá. Òun ni pé kẹ́ bá wa share ètò yìí. Please share, click the share button on Instagram and on Facebook. You can copy the link and paste on your WhatsApp group. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa fi ètò yìí ránṣẹ́ sí àwọn ẹlòmíì. Mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń gbóríyìn fún wa, kódà àwọn èèyàn ńlá láti wà lórí ètò. Thank you so much. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ tí ń juwọ́ sí wa, àwọn kan tí ń fi wọ́n ti ṣe thumbs up fún wa. Thank you ever so much, everybody.
One more time, thank you so much for coming on the show. Mi ò ní fi àkókò ṣòfò rárá lẹ́ni, máa fi àsìkò yìí náà tún dárúkọ àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n pè wá wọlé lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá tí wọ́n bá wa dáhùn ìbéèrè. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lórí ètò yìí pé ẹni tó bá kọ́kọ́ pè wá wọlé gbàrà tó bá dáhùn ìbéèrè wa, àwọn la máa fi ẹ̀bùn ránṣẹ́ sí. So I want to appreciate all our callers from last week. Ẹ ṣé gan-an ni, ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà. Pàápàá jùlọ àwọn màmá wa Mrs. Abitoyin Olúwadé, àwọn kọ́kọ́ pè wá gbàrà lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá, wọ́n bá wa dá sétò, wọ́n bá wa dáhùn ìbéèrè. Ẹ ṣé gan-an ni, a máa rí yín bá. God bless you ma. Kí a má bàa fi àkókò ṣe òfò jù báyìí lọ, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbé àkórí ètò wa tòní wọlé nítorí pé dàbí pé ó jẹ́ pé mo ti ń fàkókò ṣòfò jù fún àwọn èèyàn wa báyìí o. Olóyè kọ́ máa pè wọlé pé arábìnrin ìtòrò lẹ́jọ́ yìí tó bá wa gbé àkórí ètò wa tèmi wọlé. So before I bring in the topic as our practice, we normally bring this the topic in with a song. And my beautiful dance mates, please let us dig it. Thank you so much everyone that's joined me. I really appreciate it. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi orin àsìkò yìí ká fi gbé àkórí ètò tèmi yìí wọlé. Hey, my people, let us dig it. Let's enjoy this beat because this is so important to us, everybody. Let us enjoy it. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lórí ètò yìí. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Hey. 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 Come on. Jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Hey. Come on. Hey. Jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Àyà tó mọ yá yìí ló ṣe tẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. Ẹ̀kọ́ pàtàn ẹ kò má ṣe gbọ́. Ijó yìí náà ni o. Àwọn tèmi dà. Ilé ló jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ tó bá mọ̀ fẹ́ kan o. Come on. Ijó yìí náà ni. Come on. Hey. Ọlẹ́kùnyé ìwà aya mi. Ìlọsíwájú ọkọ. Ó ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ aya o. Ìlọsíwájú aya. Hey, Tóyìn Àṣàmú is beating everybody. Mọ́mí Ayọ̀délé Ògùn. Lọ́sẹ̀ mi o, lọ́dúnfẹ́ mi. Lọ́sẹ̀ mi o, lọ́sẹ̀ mi, come on. Èmi pápá Èkó, Queen Ada. Lọ́sẹ̀ mi o. Hey, Igoda, come on. Ijó yìí ni o. Come on. Come on. Ìyàwó bàbá, wọ́n ti ń là yín. Come on. Abiola Akinloye, I can see your dance moves. Come on. Tèmi tó pé kò ti yarí. Jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Ló ń ṣe kẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. Ìyá bàbá ní kò jọ, wọ́n láwọn ò ní gbà. Evangelist Ebenezer Obey, ẹ ṣé sà, a máa rí yín bá àgbáyá túbọ̀ dalẹ̀. Láyé ìgbà tó ní ṣe ń jẹ́ orin, òun ni wọ́n ti kọ orin yìí. Orin yìí ní pé bébí mi jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn. Aya tọmọ yá yìí ló ń ṣe fẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. Ó ní kò sí nǹkan tó níbi kọ́kọ́ kó ṣèfẹ́ aya, kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó níbi káya náà kó ṣèkẹ́ ọkọ. What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about a very, very important topic. Please, please, please. And the line is going to be open in a minute. Please remember to call us. I really want to hear from us. Temitope Ekuchi said she won. Well done. You did a great job by dancing, but Yahoo Baba won. Sorry. I'm sorry to do a joro. Anyway, tonight we're talking about a very, very important topic. The first question tonight is there a perfect marriage out there? That's question number one. Can there be a perfect marriage out there? Ǹjẹ́ a rí ìgbéyàwó tí kò ní àbàwọ́n kankan tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo nǹkan lọ létòlétò déédéé kò sí ìjà kò sí nǹkan? Ǹjẹ́ a rí ìgbéyàwó kan tó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ out there? Ìbéèrè àkọ́kọ́ ni eléyìí. Ìbéèrè ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, the second question is, can we say because, people say, after all, there's no perfect marriage. I've heard people say that before. And then you decide to stay put in a relationship that is toxic or marriage that is toxic. Is it an excuse? There's no perfect marriage now. What are you talking about? When somebody has something that they are enjoying in their own marriages, should we say because of that, should we now stay in an abusive or a toxic marriage? Thank you so much, Jennifer Baseki. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikele Somi. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. All right, the line is now open. Please call in. Remember, our first caller gets to get a gift. And ìbéèrè tá máa fi jẹ ẹ̀bùn ni wípé tí Yorùbá bá ní pé tí ògiri ò bá lanu pé aláǹgbá ò lè wọbẹ̀, kí ni ìtumọ̀ òwe yìí? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ pè wá sórí ètò yìí.
2, 3, 4.
Oh dear. I think that person is just line méjì jápọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Hello, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ mà. Hello, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ mà. Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ mà. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ mà.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ ṣeun mà. Thank you so much mà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí orúkọ yìí lẹ ti ń pè wá.
Èmi ni Chief Mrs. AI Gbàdàmọ́sí, mò ń pè láti Nàìjíríà.
Mọ́mí pépéré sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Perfect marriage.
Perfect marriage.
Out there.
Ní ayé tí a wà yìí, kò sí perfect marriage kankan níbì kan. À ń tolerate ara wa ni. Tí a bá lè tolerate ara wa, èèyàn á ní happy marriage. Torí wípé kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe lè wà tí ò ní sí pé bóyá one way or the other àṣẹra wa àní láti ṣẹra wa. Ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá ní ẹ̀mí sùúrù fúnra wa, tẹ́nìkan bá ń ṣe ewúrẹ́, tẹ́nìkan ń ṣe àgùntàn, perfect marriage á wà, kò ní sí wàhálà. Bí ẹ̀yin ṣe rí sí nìyẹn. A ní láti tolerate ara wa. Bí o bá ṣẹ̀ ní kí n fi ẹ́ kí n bi ẹ́, tàbí bí òun náà bá dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ ní kí n pè é kí n bí léèrè. Pẹ̀lú ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú sùúrù, à lè fi bára wa gbé ní ìrẹ́pọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Ó dáa, àwa ń béèrè ìbéèrè kan pé ṣé àwa lè sọ pé torí pé gbogbo ayé sọ wípé there is no perfect marriage, and everybody has what they are enjoying in their mind. Is it a license for people to now be in a toxic marriage or an abusive one?
Mi gbọ́ dáadáa.
Mo ní pé ṣó wá jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ káwá ti torí pé wọ́n ti ní kò sí perfect marriage o, a máa láti máa endure ní, ṣó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn wá máa fi opportunity yẹn máa ṣe bí nǹkan bí abusive marriage or abusive relationship?
Perfect marriage ni ó wá di wípé gbogbo nǹkan tí a bá ń ṣe a máa fi bá wa jà nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ju gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti ṣe sọ, kò sí perfect marriage ká wá sì torí yẹn nǹkan tí ò yẹ kí ká máa gbé ní gbígbóná fúnra wa.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Ó dà, ìbéèrè tó kẹ́yìn mọ́mì wa, wọ́n máa ń pòwe kan wípé wọ́n máa ń sọ wípé tógìrì ò bá lanu. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni ìtumọ̀ òwe yìí?
Wọ́n ní bógìrì ò bá lanu àláàmù ò lè kó wọ̀. Ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ ni wípé gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá rí ká fi sínú ara, kò yẹ ká máa tú àṣírí ara wa síta, ká máa expose ara wa. Because ìgbà tó bá ti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ẹ̀ tó gbé fún ẹnìkejì, o ti expose ara ẹ̀ nìyẹn, ògiri ti lanu. Nǹkan tí ò yẹ kí ó máa advice tí ó yẹ kán fún ẹ, ẹlòmíà fún ẹ, ìtòun dẹ̀ ń gbà nínú ilé ẹ̀ ó jù yẹn lọ.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Ẹ ṣé mọ́mì wa, a máa rí yín bá. Thank you so much ma. God bless you, ma.
Okay.
That's our mommy, Gbadamosi
All
from
right.
Nigeria. Thank you so
Bye.
much, ma. Bye.
Ẹ bá mi kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mi àti àwọn fáǹsì wa gbogbo ẹ bá mi kí wọn o.
Wọ́n tiẹ̀ ti ń kí yín, wọ́n kí yín láti lọ sí ẹ ṣé gan, ma. God bless you, ma.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa olórí ètò la ṣì wà ètò yìí ètò ìgbéyàwó. Please, the line is open again. I know I've had a few missed calls. Somebody says network. Can you see me properly? Can you hear me? Ẹjọ́ tó ní pé láti bí ijọ́ mélòó dàbí pé Facebook, Instagram, gbogbo wọn ṣe bó ṣe wù wọ́n. Please give me some thumbs up if you can hear me and if you can see me clearly. Somebody said network. Oh, I don't know if it's me or from their end. Please let me know if you can hear me. Thumbs up, please. If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me properly. What are we talking about tonight? In case you're just joining us on this show tonight, we are asking ourselves a question. Can there be a perfect marriage out there? Is there any perfect marriage out there that everything is completely perfect, no problem, no nothing? They don't have any challenge, nothing. Is there any? Thank you so much. Toyin Ashamu said we can hear you. Thank you for putting thumbs up. They said we can hear. Okay, thank you so much. All right, people, please. The line is still open. 07828500938 +44 from if you're calling from abroad. We are talking about how or whether we can. Thank you so much, Baba Sekinatela. Thank you for putting thumbs up. They said they can hear me. There's a few people that have left some messages for me while mommy was talking. When we're talking about somebody, Toyin Ashamu said there are perfect marriages out there, okay, but few and far between. It depends on what you want out of it, but the couple need to work on it, okay? Somebody said thank you for your usual support, mommy. That's for mommy, Madam Mosi. Please, you can respond on here, or you can see at it. Please call us. 07828 500 938. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me. People are saying they can hear me. Thank you so much for that. And tí a bá ń dúró gba ìpè tí ìpè ò bá tí ì wọlé, we'll just listen to a few more music, a little bit more music, and then we'll be waiting for the calls. We'll be waiting for the calls to come in. But it will be so fantastic if you can kindly call us. All right. They say they can. Hey. Ìjọ́ni ìfẹ́ ìyàwó pẹ̀lú ọkọ. The line is open o. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká jó gbàgbé. Wọ́n fẹ́ra wọn déjú. Wọ́n wòra wọn lójú. Wọ́n jìra wọn lọ́wọ́ mú. Wọ́n fẹ́nu kóra wọn lẹ́nu. Thank you, ìyàwó bàbá. Wọ́n fìfẹ́ hàn fúnra wọn. Ẹ fara yín mọ́ra o. Ìyàwó pẹ̀lú ọkọ rẹ̀. Ẹ fara yín mọ́ra. Ẹ fara yín mọ́ra o. Ẹ fara yín mọ́ra o. Ìyàwó pẹ̀lú ọkọ. Okay, there's another call. Let me put this on pause. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé ìpè mí tó tún wọlé. Hello, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for this big topic.
Thank you so much.
Very interesting and highly educative one.
Thank you. Hey, Abiola Ayakiloye Tia. We miss you on the show. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ má bínú àwọn tí wọ́n ń pè wá ẹ tún wá pè. Ẹ ṣeun, ẹ bá wa dá sí pé.
Ìpè èmi ó máa ń gbè náà lẹ́nu pé kí ni àwọn èèyàn mú báyìí kí la fi lè divine
perfect marriage.
Kí la make sure it gets to be fair. So our not we're still little in this game, so we're here to learn and see other people's point of view. Obviously, I originally significant well-successful marriage out there. So I will try not to use the word perfection because I'm still here to learn as well. So there are significant successful marriages, and then we hope that people can talk about it as much as people talk about, not so successful things that happen in marriage. So that would be my only contribution to that question, part one of the question. gbogbo wa lágbára Ọlọ́run ilé wa máa wà perfect lágbára Ọlọ́run àti máa wà successful.
Àmín,
I'm here to listen to other people's
Thank you
opinion
so
about that question.
much. God bless you.
In relation to question two, pé ṣé torí pé kò fi pàṣẹ máa ṣe kí àwọn èèyàn máa ṣe abuse kọ́ máa tolerate abuse in marriage.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Èmi máa beg to disagree pé torí pé àgbọ̀ pé there is no perfect, well, àwọn èèyàn náà ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kan sí pé kò sí perfect marriage or successful marriage out there, but if you are in a unsuccessful marriage or you feel like you're being abusive, it would be because so makes sense ní kéèyàn tolerate abuse nínú marriage. So yeah, that's my.
Ọ̀dà kí ni Yorùbá sọ tí wọ́n bá ní pé ẹ ṣeun.
And other well, things to learn to make marriage more successful.
Thank you so much.
I'm back to this five people because it makes sense staying through if there is abuse in marriages because he while I use by themselves better than only three ọkùnrin àbójú nǹkan wá pa ara ẹ torí another.
Yes. Ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún agbórí ẹ̀ kọjá.
So yes, that's my only opinion about that.
Ẹ ṣeun arábìnrin Abíọ́lá Yakile kí ni ìtumọ̀ tí Yorùbá wá sọ wípé tógìrì ò bá lanu.
Nǹkan tẹ̀mí wọ̀ ni pé tí Yorùbá expose nǹkan tí disadvantages ara èèyàn sí ẹlòmíì kò ní sí bí àwọn èèyàn tí ò ní great influence nípa relationship èèyàn àbí nípa ìgbé ayé èèyàn ṣe máa wà ló ṣe máa ráyè wọnú rẹ̀ ní ọ̀nà tí ò tọ́ àbí ọ̀nà tí ò ní mú ìlọsíwájú wá.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God will continue to blossom your empire in the Myanmar. So God will continue to please redeem by judgment. As you're pleasing every home, as you're touching every home, ilé tí inú ní dàrú lágbára Ọlọ́run ìfẹ́ ìdùnnú àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run ọmọ àkókò àná ọmọ yín lọ́jọ́ tí ìṣeré wọn bá dé àmì tí kankan náà yà ní dájú ṣàwátì lágbára Ọlọ́run. Thank you so much. What a great topic this week. And we here to listen to more.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Ẹ jẹ́ má bínú ẹnìkan ní the line is busy. Ẹ dákun ẹ má bínú ojú òpó tuntun ti ṣí báyìí. Ẹgẹ́ báwa náà ṣe mọ̀ pé nǹkan tá à ń sọ lé ní nǹkan tó jẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni òun ní pé ṣe wọlé please arábìnrin Nikki Ilesanmi wọ́n ní ìpè the line is busy ẹjọ́ ẹ tún wá pè ẹ dákun ẹ má bínú. I think 2 people are saying the line is busy. Please call us back. The line is not open. Arábìnrin Yétúndé Ọ̀ṣínáìkè Olúwọlé wọ́n ní ìbágbépọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkọ láyà nínú ìgbéyàwó kì í ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe bí kì í ṣe nípa ti Elédùmarè èmi ni mo mọ̀ ṣe kọ́ kì í ṣe ohun tí Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ sí. Thank you so much. What she's trying to say is that being able to stay in a marriage and being able to have a successful marriage is not by power. It's not because you know how to behave or you know how to do it. It's because we just trust God and God is just making it work. And I want to ṣe fún náà kì í ṣe pé torí pé wọn ò mọ̀ ṣe orí ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run gbogbo wa dúró tí. Please call us back. The line is open now. There's a lot of people that were trying to call me. Arábìnrin Nikki Ilesanmi ẹjọ́ tún wá pè. Thank you so much. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé pè ìpè míì tún ti wọlé. Hello. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ẹjọ́ ta ló ń pè wá bólẹ̀ tí ń pè wá.
Níkẹ́ Adéfáyà ló ń pè láti Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹgbẹ́ pọ̀ làwọn ará Amẹ́ríkà ni.
Ẹ má bínú, ó ń jápọ̀ ni. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ ṣeun.
I like the topic you sent for me. It's very, very important and you look very good as usual.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate all your support.
Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ so marriage don't ṣe nǹkan sí because it's a lifetime thing don't ṣe nǹkan téèyàn manage. So bí previous caller yẹn ṣe sọ it's better kéèyàn wà single kó dẹ̀ lálàáfíà òkèlè jíjẹ pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà lọ sọ. Òun ṣe ìgbà téèyàn bá wà marriage tẹ́lẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ jàbọ́ sí ìyẹn.
Thank you so much.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó pa owó kan ẹni tó gbé Yorùbá lánàá aláǹgbá òun kì í wọ bẹ̀dá mi téèyàn bá sọ nǹkan síta ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣáà láti rí i. Èyí yóò bá sọ nǹkan síta àwọn outsiders ò ní mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. I hope I make sense.
Yes, you do.
Téèyàn bá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ síta ọ̀fún àwọn èèyàn ní mọ̀ pé that is what is happening.
Ẹ ṣeun. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm Kabatini, and we are enjoying your show. It is very educative and Kobo. Thank you so much. Thank you, traditions.
Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the way from United States. God bless you. We are waiting for more calls. People are making comments here. People say they can hear. Please remember to call us. Thank you. Give up. Thank you so much. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for you keeping on trying. Thank you so much.
This topic is really a wonderful one. I must confess. I must call it.
Thank you.
And actually air my view about it.
I
would say that perfect marriage, and I'm saying it's a capital letter. No perfect marriage.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. Emma borrowing
There's no perfect marriage, but marriage or relationship can be enjoyed and employed. Ẹ mọ̀ pé bí Ọlọ́run ṣe dá ẹnu, ó fi àwọn síbẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ fi èyí síbẹ̀. Àìmọye ìgbà ni àwọn àtẹ̀yìn máa ń ta ìwọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ́jọ́ ń gbé ẹ̀ kó jáde fún àwọn ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo ṣe rí marriage. Èyí níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, àwọn níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, ọkọ níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, àwọn níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, a máa ṣẹra wa because wá láti ilé kan náà. Àwọn òbejì gan tí wọ́n jọ bí láti inú kan náà tó ń jọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ placenta wa wọ́n yàtọ̀. So kò possible kéèyàn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ tí ìyá ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ kọ́ tó wá jọ ń gbé ní ilé kan náà papọ̀ wọ́n ti kẹ́bi lọ́kàn tó máa kó sí ní kò lè perfect.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ̀sìn gbogbo perfect kò ní ìpè àlè jọ tó papọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ pé ìyàwó máa wùwà kan kọ́kọ́ máa ní ta ló ní kì í fẹ́ èsì. Ìyàwó ìyáálé wà kan gbà mí ọkọ àti ní áńgẹ́lì mà ni mo fẹ́. Bí marriage ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣeun.
So it's not perfect and you don't expect perfection.
Ẹ ṣeun.
You can live together.
Thank you so much.
You need to make effort. Àbájá ìbádùn àpò orí ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run orí ọ̀fẹ́ lá máa fi gbogbo ẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun.
The next question yìí pé nítorí pé wá sọ pé kò perfect. Kí ọmọ wa ní abusive marriage. No. It is not perfect. A lè ṣẹra wa. Ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣe pé bí toxic relationship àti because tó bá wà toxic ìyẹn lè lead to death. So we don't encourage toxic or abusive relationship but nígbà bí wàá fẹ́ pé ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó lùkà fún gómìnà ní ìjàgbé àwọn ya fẹ́ ló lè pé nílé ìṣẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ pé bí ìmọ̀lẹ́ ìbò bíi pé àbíbí instead of that physical abuse emotional this topic mo máa ń ṣe lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ìṣẹ́jú bí a bí get budget tó bá sọ.
Bí a kà ṣe part 2. Ká ṣe part 2 ẹ̀.
We need to do part 2.
Part 2 and part 3. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
If you don't tell people what you are going through, wọn ò lè mọ nǹkan téèyàn ń go through. So wọn ò lè kò sí pé bí èèyàn máa fún yàn ní wrong advice àti fún yàn ní bad advice. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ní pé inú ilé ẹni
láti ń jẹ èkúté onídodo.
So if you keep your things to yourself, ó sọ pé kò ṣe aláàta ò lè mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pé bí wọ́n máa já sí.
Wọ́n á máa sọ fún ẹ pé báyìí ní báyìí kọ́ ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣe gidi gan ni arábìnrin Tèmítọ́pẹ́ all the way from Ireland. We really appreciate you. God bless you. Ẹ ṣe gan ni o. Thank you so much for calling. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Wow. Ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ ti ń gbọ́ látẹ̀kọ̀ yìí o. In fact, it's been an amazing evening, everybody. People have been calling in to say their opinions. Everybody, they've been telling us what they feel. Can there be a perfect marriage out there? People said, well, there could be, but it depends on your definition of perfection. On what are we measuring? That was what Abiola Akinloye said. The person that just called me right now said, look, there's no perfect marriage anywhere. We just have to endure and know how to cope in your own marriage. And of course, we're asking that sometimes we don't need to say to everybody what we're going through. Thank you so much. Mommy Solusonya Bisi said there's no perfect marriage, but we can make it work. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, everybody. Please, ẹ̀yin ará mi lórí Facebook and Instagram, please, it's quiet. Can I see some thumbs up? Let me know that. I will bring in my guest. I hope I'm able to bring her in right now because she's. Let me look for her. 1 minute. I'm trying to. My guest is going to be coming in from Facebook. I've sent her a request. I hope she's able to join me. Please accept the request if you can hear me, sis. Somebody said if abuse is going on, please speak out and get help from the right quarters. Okay, I think that's talking. Yay! My guest is here, everybody. I think that's talking about also, we should remember that we cannot say because Professor Rosita Kawa Titori Kawa pa gbogbo ìwà táwọn èèyàn ń wù tí ò dá sí wa káwá pamọ́ra. I pray that the Lord will help us because dear, we have to balance it, may the Lord help us. Okay, let me bring in my guest. I'm looking for a nice music to bring in my guest, everybody. Please give me a second because I really want my guest to dance as she comes in, everybody. All right. Wait for here with me. I have a special song for you. Yeah. So, like I said to you, I'm trying to learn to deal with this thing by myself because my DJ is getting big. So, learn lots of I will get there. Just give me a bit of time. Yeah. I hope you're fine. Since everybody bá mi kí àlejò mi káàbọ̀. Ẹ bá mi kí àlejò mi káàbọ̀.
Fine, thank you.
My guest is here, everybody. People are saying welcome to you anyway. Please bear with me. I don't know what's going on. But I will get there.
Much.
I will get there. Don't worry. I don't know what's going on with my music, but I will get there. Don't worry. Because I have to bring you with music, honestly. Ọlọ́run, mo ti plan ẹ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbàlejò mi wọlé pẹ̀lú nice music. Bear with me. Okay, 1 second. Ẹ má bínú, kò mọ́ra ni o. I'm so used to my DJ helping me. Yeah, that's why. Aha, we finally got it. Hey. All right, here we go, everybody. Thanks ever so much for your patience, everybody. Thank you for your love, for being patient, for not leaving me at this crucial time because even me myself, I'm a little bit tired of myself this evening. Actually, I might be not seeing me. Please bear with me. Aha, now we're there. We can move. Yes, sir. Hey! Someone said you want to dance. Kò má sọ Ọlọ́run bí rẹ̀. Ìgbé sọ bàbí rẹ̀. Kò sí bàbá bí rẹ̀. Kò má sọ Ọlọ́run bí rẹ̀. Don't let it beat you. Ọba ńlá ọba tó ga. Èjì mọ̀rẹ́ ọba tó ga. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ Ọlọ́run tóbi. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ Ọlọ́run tóbi. Ọba tó ga. Angels bow before you. What a mighty God. So happy, right? Hey, láyé àsọ̀run, kò má sọ Ọlọ́run sọ bàbí rẹ̀, kò sí bàbá bí rẹ̀, kò má sọ Ọlọ́run. Hey, my people are dancing, oh. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ Ọlọ́run tóbi. 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 I wonder if I should stand and dance. Ike. Ike. Cha. I don't want it to end, I beg. That was some nice fun. Thank you so much. Somebody said I should stand up and dance. We will not continue this show if I should stand up and dance. So because hey, let me tell you what you like it, Joe. I will not just stop. I will just keep going. Welcome on the show, sis. Wow, you beat me to this one. You see the way you're just digging it. People are saying welcome to you.
I don't know how to dance properly.
You know how to dance, so people are appreciating you. They're saying welcome. Everybody is saying welcome. People are saying welcome to you. God bless you. Thanks so much for calling. And I appreciate those that have been dancing, those that have been commenting. They're showing you so much love. Everybody's appreciated. They're showing you love. Thank you so much for calling and for coming into the show. I pray that God will bless and reward you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right, without wasting much time, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Well, thank you, Bumi. Thank you so much for inviting me to this show. I really appreciate it.
You're
I do not take it
welcome.
for granted. You are so special.
Thank
you. This
you.
is a fantastic show
You're
that you're
welcome.
doing, and you're blessing homes, you're blessing lives.
Thank you. You're
And I just want
welcome.
to put that out there, and I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm Tarela Ganti. I wear many hats, many hats. I'm the founder of the Oxygenesis Imperfecta Foundation, Nigeria, and Oxygenesis Imperfecta Network UK. I'm a therapist, I'm a change maker, I'm an author, and I'm a coach. So I wear different hats.
I
A
know.
lot of hats.
I know.
Yeah.
And above all, you are a wife to a very handsome
Yeah, I'm a
man.
wife.
And a mother to very lovely kids.
Mother of three. Yeah, thank you.
So, when you say you are a coach, what sort of things? What do you do? What do you coach on?
Transformational life coach.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I support people as an author. I also support people to write out their stories. Turn it into a book. Yeah.
Thank you so
I
much.
support them to do that.
And I do know that you do work as a marriage counselor as well. Am I right to say that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So everybody, please one more time help me to give my beautiful guest a round of applause. Please appreciate her for me. As she says, she wears many hats, but most importantly, she's a marriage counselor. She's a wife of many years. If you don't mind me being prognosing, can you tell us how long you've been married?
Yeah, I have been married for the past 21 years.
Oh my God.
I got married in 2000 and this August 26th.
Wow. Wow. So definitely you are not a baby in this business at all. Oluwasho. Yeah, you've been there. You've been there, done deal, wear the face cap. So you are actually a very good and perfect candidate for this kind of because if I brought someone that is new in the business, people might say, but then for being there for 21 years isn't a joke at all. You must have seen a lot and you must have, experienced a lot. And of course, as a marriage counselor as well, and as somebody that supports other people in so many ways, to get on their feet whenever they have challenge. I mean, you are the right kind. People are still saying hello to you. They're still appreciating you. People are saying, well done, welcome on the show. God bless you. Okay, we've been talking before you come on the show, Sister Tarela. And I want to ask you as well, the question I threw out to everybody. Before I ask you that question, what is a perfect marriage? What's a perfect marriage? Because one of my callers did say to me, on what measure am I measuring the word perfect? So what can we describe as a perfect marriage?
Well, in fact, when I saw this question, I just looked at it and I had to really reflect and look at even my own personal marriage. And look at a lot of marriage. I've had opportunities to really speak to a lot of people having marriages, marriage problems and all that. Is there really, to be very honest, is there really a perfect marriage out there? Is there anything called a perfect marriage? For me, is looking critically into it is just a myth. It's a myth. It depends on what
you measure, love, just like what the other
the caller said,
said.
yes.
It depends on what you're measuring it with. Are you looking at other people's marriages and then measuring it with another person's marriage? Or is it what is likened to you? You know, what is happening with you and within your own household? And, you know, when you see people, when you see a couple out there and they are looking so good and they're looking like their marriage is so perfect and they're looking so sweet and then you're wishing that, you know, oh, you want to be like these people. Let me tell you the truth. A lot of things have actually happened there.
Wow.
What you are actually seeing is devotion. What you're seeing is patience with each other. What you're seeing is constant saying of the word sorry. It's constant forgiveness. What you're seeing is love. When you spend time with each other, you want to bond with each other. That is when you see something called a perfect marriage. And then you're spending time with each other, you're spending time to pray. And then you're having your me time. And in that your me time, you're reflecting on how you spent your time with your spouse. You know, the mistakes that you've done and how you want to rectify them. You know, in that process, you're even saying sorry to your spouse. And then it's a lot of tears have actually, what you're saying is a lot of tears that have passed through the years that those spouse and those couple have actually spent together.
Wow.
What you're saying is understanding, open-mindedness, positivity, and then constant communication and trust.
Wow. I think I need to get my paper and pen and be writing things down. Because as I always say on this show, I am not here to tell people that this is how to do it. To the glory of God, I'm married, and to the glory of God, I'm glorifying God for my marriage. But my God, for what I've just said now, you said so many things. It's like you just put everything in a nutshell. You just said to me, because that's what people do. They said, Mr. and Mrs. So and so, their marriage is so perfect. They're so happy together. They are so this together. And you just said it to us now. You said, for that perfection that we are seeing, perfection in code, there's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of, I'm saying sorry. There's been a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of communication, a lot of endurance, a lot of, you just said, commitment. You mentioned the word commitment. A lot of time spent together, and a lot of time for me alone. When you kind of say, okay, what happened between my husband? I just want to be alone. Let me reflect on it. Let me think about what happened yesterday. What happened? Why did we go? What went wrong? Why did we have an argument? I really like that one. I put it down on my left hand. When you always come back to reflect and say, what happened between me and my husband? Why were we shouting at each other? What did I do wrong? What did you do wrong? Where did I go wrong? I like that one. Hey, my people, I hope we're learning. Please let me know if you're there. Let me know you're there. Please, then you can see, please put your comments. My guest is also here to answer your questions as well. So if you have questions, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, please remember to put them there. I'm telling you, you've just rounded everything up in a nutshell. But because for the purpose of this show, I wanted to say, let us share the grace. I was going to say, let us share the grace and end the show because what you have just said now, you just answered the question in a very lovely way. Now, I want to ask, so how come some people's marriage kind of affects, perfect, people can see, and others are not? What is one marriage or couple doing, that the other is not doing, that is making their own marriage so rough, so unbearable, so intolerable?
Pardon me then. Yeah. I think the difference is I don't want to go round and round. I'm just hearing your questions and hitting that you think is perfect or you call in quote perfect. A lot of things have gone towards that marriage. The person has actually devoted a lot of time. And then when you see some people that their marriages have no worth, you want to really look inside and see, have they spent time together? Let me give an example. When you're cooking, when you as a person, when you cook, we Africans we cook from scratch.
Yes.
And even if you're going to be cooking the potato and roast potato and your steak and all that stuff, when you put it in the oven, it takes a lot of time. To make a meal takes time. So the same thing. And then there is an ingredient that you actually add to that food, which is that it is not visible. And that is called love, because it takes time. Because you love your family, you actually preparing that food. You add love to it. So exactly the same way marriage is. It takes time for you to build it to that point where you can call it the perfect marriage. The way it suits you. Whatever time you put into your marriage, whatever devotion you put into your marriage, whatever thing you put into that marriage is what you get back. Garbage in, garbage out. So, you know, if you spend time in that marriage, you spend time to pray for your marriage. You spend time to speak positive words into your marriage. You spend time to call for the good things, the gold in your spouse. And you see the good things in your spouse, and then you appreciate your spouse, and then you show love, compassion. You know, you just spend all that time in your marriage, quality time, not just time, but quality time. Definitely, you're building that. It's like building up a business. You're building that business up. You're building up that marriage up.
Thank you so much.
But when you don't spend time at all, then that marriage is bound to crumble.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you said you liken it to when you're cooking. There's a lot of ingredients. It's not just one ingredient that makes a good meal. There's a lot of ingredients that is being put into that meal to make it a good meal. I'm trying to read what this person said. He said somebody said we are here, we are enjoying it. I'm trying to read what people said. Why is this thing so? I want to read some of the comments that people are putting here. It's a little bit, I don't know what's going on. A little bit blurry. Maybe because of the lighting. But there's a lot of things that people are saying, which I probably would tag you in it to respond to some of the things that people are saying. It's very clear on Instagram, but for some reason, I think it's a background because of the white background. I could barely read. A candidate of blissful home. There's no free love in marriage. You cannot. It's a pity. I think what the person is trying to say is that for you to have a blissful home, you have to make some commitments. And the person is trying to agree to what you have said. And there's one thing that you actually said that really got me. A lot of ingredients makes a good meal. So a lot of ingredients also makes a good marriage. And you did say something about spending time together, quality time together. And I think the commitment part of it is the most important thing. Both parties have to be committed, if I hear you right.
Absolutely.
If it is kind of one-sided, maybe the wife is committed, the husband is not, there might be issues and all of that. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay. both of them need to be very committed. And I think one other vital, important point that I need to really bring out here is, I think both of them, both partners, they need to listen to each other. When one is talking, the other person needs to listen. And when the other is talking, the other person needs to listen. Put on your listening ear and then communicate with each other. Explain things. Especially for our men, they are used to, when the wife asked, he said, well, why do you say that? He said, because I'm the man of the house. I have said it and that's the final. Take time out to explain things to each other so that you can have a better understanding. And then there can be that rapport and that understanding and that communication between the both.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Doing that, it does help to build the relationship.
Thank you so much. Now, we've been talking about marriage, and this topic is mostly, it looks like it's a topic for people that are already in marriage, but it's not. Now, somebody said it takes you to tango. Yeah. Now, I wanted to ask you, because I know people that are yet to marry. You know why? They are looking for Mr. Right. They're looking for Mrs. Right. They have their long list and they are ticking the box, and they don't want to miss any of the box. They have their own criteria that they already put down and they are looking for. Is that Mr. and Mrs. Right? Can that be a Mr. and Mrs. Right, as in that will 100% fit into all those boxes that you can tick every single, I want it up, handsome, rich, this, that. Would that be a Mr. Right in that sense? Because this topic is not just for married people. There's a lot of unmarried people that are watching or that might be watching later. I just want to find out, can there be a Mr. Right or Mrs. Right? The lady has to be figure eight, she has to be well behaved, she has to be this, she has to be that.
Well, for me, my husband is my Mr. Right. And we have to work out a lot of stuff. So your Mr. Right can be out there. But a lot of people, they miss the mark. Because of you've just said it all, because they have their tick the boxes. that they have to take. They have this high expectation, and they have this high list, high standard that they put themselves in. Some of them are not authentic. They themselves in their personality, in their person, they're not authentic. They look at social media, they look at all the celebrities, and they look at a lot of they use a lot of yardstick.
So to measure it.
Yeah, exactly. To want to pick a spouse, to want to measure relationships and all that. But they forget that one man's poison is another man's meat. Exactly.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
One man's meat is another man's poison. You have to know what is right for you, because what is right for somebody else might not be right for you.
Thank you.
You need to put that stake, in the level that it needs to be. And apart from that, I think the major thing is when we are making all those boxes that we need to tick, and having fantasy of what our spouse wants to be. Make sure that man really exists in this world.
Because they exist in Mills and Boons now. Why can't they exist in real life? Because I remember those days when we were younger, we used to read this book called Mills and Boons. Oh my God. I'm wondering what happened to all those kind of love in those kind of novels, all those Mills and Boons and all this, all these fairy tales,
If you look at it properly, if you look at those books properly, they tell you they are just fantasy.
Oh, well, we don't get to see that part. We just see the story. like when I was a child, I used to have in my mind, oh my God, how all those things, and that's what you've just said now. There's always these tiny prints where they, even in everything we do here, they make everything look nice, and they put some tiny prints in terms and condition. Hey, think before you leap. And I think another thing that you did say now that I'm going to hold on to is, if when you're writing your list of, he has to be this, he has to be that, write the same list for yourself. Do you also fit into all those lists? Because that's another thing. We always look at the other person to meet our own standard. Have you met the person's standard as well? Are you working towards that person's standard? There's nothing wrong in having a standard. But I think if you want to kind of, sometimes all this thing that we see in that book can actually happen, but it might take maybe like 10, 20 years of mind before they start to happen. And you've already said, oh, no, you don't have it, then that's it. You're not my type. Just go away. Because I know a lot of people that pushed away people they're supposed to marry because they believe that they didn't fit into the box that they have for them. Thank you so much for that. You mentioned something about social media earlier. What is the influence of social media on this issue we're talking about? How has social media influenced or affected our decision, our thinking faculty? Or because I see lovely couples on, because there's this thing that people say now. Whenever people are playing love, I will read people's comments, and somebody will say, "Well, now they find this kind of love safe." So what is the influence on affluence, or how has social media affected affected the way we now see
relationships
marriage
and marriages?
Yeah.
Well, if we are being honest here, even when you look at social media has got its advantages and the good part of it, and the bad part of it has got its advantages and disadvantages. Now, when you look at a lot of people these days, they see a lot of celebrities on social media. They see a lot of people, a lot of comments on social media. And when they want to even learn about the marriage, they go on social media. They want to learn about anything in social media and all that. How they are looking at the next person, how the next person is living their own life. And social media, living a life of social media, a lot of people live fake lives. They don't tell you the truth.
Fake lives.
And then when you look at their lives, they like my father used to say, not all that glitters is gold. You see somebody all dressed up and might be even going through terrible things in their marriage, and then they come to write all sort of fanciful things on social media, looking all gorgeous and looking all good and all that stuff, misleading people. And an innocent person going there to see all that, you now start measuring it with your own marriage. Oh, this person is bought a Mercedes Benz for the spouse, and my own husband is not, or my own wife is not bought for me. And then they go back home and then they start picking a quarrel with their spouse, with their husbands, and all that stuff. It has. If you look at it properly, I was even making a research. I was just, because I'm writing a book on marriage.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us about that book at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, married my choice. So for you to really stay in a marriage, you need to really sometimes keep things to yourself. So when you go on social media and then seeing all those life of people that are living all the fake life and all that stuff, you come back and start making quarrels and start making some kind of and it gives you anxiety, gives you a lot of problems in your own marriage. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Because a lot of people have actually, a lot of marriages have crumbled based on what they have seen on social media. And if you want to find out anything, before you know, you're seeing it on social media.
Yeah.
And a lot of, somebody said to me, if you want to catch your spouse cheating on you, go on social media.
Wow.
Social media has opened up the opportunity for people to have flings on the internet.
Thank you so much.
And also have secret relationships on social media.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We just have to be very careful.
We have to be careful. Somebody said something here that I'm trying to say. He said I listened to a group. I don't know why I can't see this. Somebody's trying to comment. Said I listened to a group of young people do something and I can't read it. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because of the white background. It makes it, it's blends into the, oh my God. And the person is trying to,
from my end here.
Yeah, the person is trying to make a comment about listening to a group of young people that did something, and I'm sure it's something that is very relevant to what we are saying. I'm sorry, I think it's because your background is totally white, so it makes it a little bit hard for me to read stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because the writings are also in white. But obviously, the good thing about Facebook is that we can always see it later, and I will respond. I would have loved to read it while we are here, but I couldn't. It's so fast. And with Instagram, they so quick, they just disappear after the show. Now, I wanted to ask you something. There's a saying that what is facing somebody is actually going to be turning its back at another person. There's some people that will come to you. I want you to talk about these people that will say, so you are tolerating that in your marriage. Why would you be taking that kind of nonsense? Now, I want you to talk about that when in the aspect of what positive effect it has on marriage or negative effect. And also, for people that are actually in a marriage that they are being abused and they are telling them that and they see that person, because people always mix things up. There are some people that will see you that what you're doing is not, they're taking more than that in their own marriage, and they'll be telling you, hold on, magic, I can never take that from any man, I can never take that from any woman. How can you be doing this for your woman? How can you be doing this to your man? And yet they are taking more than that. And then there's another aspect where what they're actually telling you is the truth. Maybe if they see that you're going to be harmed, or you're going to die, or you're going to be hurt in this marriage, and they're trying to call your attention to it, because we need to kind of strike a balance.
Yes. In fact, thank you, Bumi. This topic is very, very. This question is very, very key and very, very vital. Yeah. You see, one has to be very careful. Allah to are very, very careful when it comes to the issue of marriage. And when you mean woman, everything they see in their marriage, woman source it. They speak it out, and then they have one friend or one family member that they really woman confide, that they tell everything. It's not everything you see in your you experience in your marriage that you speak out. A lot of people are actually going through a lot of stuff in their marriages. There are some that you have to work out, within yourself and your husband when there is understanding. between the two of you, you will sit down. You know, for example, myself and my husband, there is something we do. Every 3 months, before the lockdown, every 3 months, we will, we'll take time out. I've got a child with disability. And, I need that time to really, I need a bit of time to rest and recuperate and, get myself together to be able to come back to the family again and then be able to take care of the home front. When we go away, we spend time together, we bond with each other. And then we talk about where we've missed it as parents, where we've missed it as an individual, and where we've missed it as a couple. And then the essence of doing that is to evaluate our relationship and our marriage and our parenting. And then at the same time, we'll help each other make corrections. So in that process, we can see because we are more relaxed. So, when you go to tell a friend, when a friend tells you, sorry, my Yoruba is not very good,
Meanwhile, they are taking 100 over, 1,000 more.
Exactly. If you look at it thoroughly, if you look deep down into that person's relationship, that person is even going through worse things than you are going through. Sometimes, in some cases, maybe it's even the person is, they just give you wrong advice. So you need to be very, very careful. Do not go to friends. If you need advice, you should go to the right places. There are right places that you can go to.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Places. And then the second question where you asked, you said, if you are in a relationship and it is toxic, do you have to stay there? Well, I'm a very blunt person. I'm just going to say, please. And personally, I do not like I do not encourage people to stay in an abusive marriage. I will tell you the reason why. For so many reasons. And it has been proven in so many ways. And even evidence is just floating everywhere. It's the worst scenario that can happen in that relationship when it is toxic is death. So if you as the woman dies, what happens to your children? And then it can lead to depression. It can lead to, psychological breakdown. It can lead to anxiety. It can lead to hatred. It can lead to the spouse, murdering and, stabbing. It can lead to stabbing. A lot of stuff it can lead to. A lot of cases, So for you to avoid that, it can lead to, if you kill somebody, definitely you go to prison. And then what happens to your life? Maybe it is better for you to have some kind of separation, and then think things through. Or you can have help. Even before the separation, you can have help. Speak out. A lot of our women, a lot of men, they do not speak out when they are in a toxic relationship. There is no shame. Go to the right places, go to the right people, or to the right place, and then make a formal complaint. Or for help.
Thank you so much.
Then both of you can have a counselor that will then come into your situation and then help you out in that situation. Do not sit, quiet in an abusive relationship.
Thank you so much. It's so painful that I can't read people's comments. Folashade Ogumore, she's saying something, but I can't see it. Maybe after the show, I will have to. It's so sad, but I bet some people might be writing some questions as well. There's Mommy Biso Lusanya saying something. Coral Journalist is saying something, but for some reason, somebody said marriage is like a bank.
Do you want me to go to where I can get a backup bank?
Yeah. It says marriage is like a bank account. This is money you deposit into your bank account that you withdraw. Yeah. There's a lot of things that people are saying, and I really wish I could read them because I'm not even sure if there's anybody that has a question or something. Somebody said I want to listen to it. Okay, it's better now. Somebody said I want to listen to a group of young girls talk about their fantasy list, who to marry. God will have mercy on them. I'm trying to. Somebody said a perfect marriage a good marriage is a more appropriate qualifying word. Okay, a good marriage is an investment. I think that's from Coral Jewels and Laces. That's he's trying to say that we shouldn't use the word perfect marriage, maybe good marriage. Now that will bring me to my last question before you tell us what you do and your services and the book you are writing. My last question is, what's the difference between a perfect marriage and a fulfilling marriage?
Well, just like we've said before, a perfect marriage. well, it depends on what people call perfect marriage. You know, for you to have the perfect marriage, you need to have that time devoted into it. You can't just jump in and then you can't just jump in and then thinking everything is going to be rosy. There is no rosy marriage. You have to work at it. You have to spend time. You have to prayerfully spend time together. And then you have to, you know, put a lot of time to it. Work out, understanding, you know, value each other, value yourself, value your spouse. And then, you know, don't use negative languages. Like, you know, that when you're bad, our couple in me, to marry Ramon, tí ọkọ bá tí ìyàwó bá ṣẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ọkọ bá ṣẹ̀ á ní àwọn ọmọ máa sọ pé olórí burúkú kò ní dá fún ẹ kò ní ṣe kíní. Those are negative words that you shouldn't use because our tongue is very, very powerful. When you use those words, before you know it, you know, it comes manifesting. It starts manifesting itself. So you need, and then when you're angry, you know, you need to be able to take, you know, just relax. Think things through before you throw words out. And then, you know, that is, you after working out all those things, you can have what you call the perfect marriage. You know, and then, you know, when you're fulfilled in your marriage. To be very honest with you, it's only the person in that marriage or the couple in that marriage can tell if they have fulfillment in their marriage. You know, and when you're having fulfillment, you know, somebody might ask you, say, look, what are the signs to see to know that you're having a fulfilled marriage? It is when your spouse is understanding to you, when your spouse is giving you listening ears, when the quality time you spend together, if you really do enjoy it, you know, you spend that time together, you enjoy it. When you enjoy the time together, then yes, your time is fulfilling.
Oh wow!
You know, your marriage, you have a fulfilled marriage. And when you have patience for each other, when there is compassion, there is forgiveness, you know, in your marriage, and you're free with each other, you can discuss anything. You know, you just love each other. You love each other's company. You know,
thank you.
There is this butterfly that would, you know, this butterfly feeling that you feel inside of you. Nobody can explain that. Nobody can really, you know, express that. When you have it inside of you in that marriage, then you know, yes, you're really fulfilled in that marriage.
Thank you ever so much, Sister Karela. I've learned a lot. In fact, if you notice tonight, most of my expression were like, because I'm learning a lot. I'm putting things in my left hand, so I don't eat with it. Like my mommy would say, if it's something you want to say, keep it in your left hand, though, so that you don't eat with it, you don't swallow it and, you know, lose it. I've learned a lot, and as I always say on this show, we are not here to tell people how to run their home or how to run their thing or how to do anything. I actually bring this show here because I want to learn as well, and a lot of people are calling in as well so that they can learn. We've learned a lot of things tonight. One of my callers said, this is not a show that you can do. This topic is not something that you can do once. We need part 2 and 3. But when it comes to the issue of marriage, it's infinity. We can never finish talking about it. But the most important thing that you have said to me tonight that I'm taking home or that I'm holding on to is the fact that for every perfect or fulfilled or enjoyable or happy marriage out there, you did say there's a lot of things that have gone on in the background: commitment, tears, forgiveness, you know, complain, we've argued, we've complained, we've forgiven each other, we've spent time together, we've communicated, and we've tried so many things. Because at the end of the day, we are still human. Even God that created us, we still complain about God. Oh, it's raining today. It's miserable. Oh, this is this. You know, if somebody said we are all learners, yes, so and my aunties, we are all in Nigeria. Thank you so much, ma. We are all learning every day, and I've learned a lot tonight. And obviously, whether you believe it or not, every time I finish this show, even my daughter will say, Mommy, you're still watching. I can watch it 3 times before I sleep, because it's like some things that I've said, that they were said, I can't really pick it until I listen to it, because I'm going to listen to this over and over again. And I please want to beg you out there, please share. We are here to actually encourage one another and to make sure that people don't trash the word marriage in the bin. People always talk about, oh, marriage is a scam. Oh, marriage, the fact that it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for others. And another thing is, most of the time, I will say this one, I'm not reaching a verdict. I'm just saying this from my own point of view. When it comes to marriage or the spouse, sometimes they are like diamond in the mud. That's what I received in my own case. You know, when you see a diamond, it's a precious stone, but it's not in the mud. You need to work on it, to clean it, to, you know, work on it to get that diamond, the preciousness of that. A lot of people just want the diamond. They don't want to do the work, the hard work to, you know, wash it or clean it or even gold, you have to work on it to bring out that gold, the treasure in it. Ordinarily, if you see a raw gold, you're probably going to shove it in the bin and say, oh, kilele, but if you work on it, it goes through fire, goes through all sort of process, and then it becomes so precious. And that's one thing that a lot of people, and I think another thing I learned tonight is the fact that people use other people's yard tea. Origin dabi lagbaja. Hey, sometimes a penny, so we have to be careful because what that lagbaja has been through, trust me, I'm not sure you can stand it. So thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that are commenting. Please, before you go, tell us about your book that you're writing, and it would be nice for us to know where we can find you, because I know you are a qualified marriage counselor. Also, you're also getting better every day in your own marriage, but at least you have what it takes. So please tell us about your book and where we can find you. Thank you, everybody, for staying still on the show. God bless you. Yeah.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Tarela Aganti. That's just my name. You can find me there. And I also have a Facebook page for my coaching and my book, which is called Author Tarela Aganti. So about my book, my forthcoming book, I'm still writing it and trying to finish up everything, which will be coming out at beginning very early next year. It's called Married My Choice. So
I love that. So I love that title.
I believe, making a decision to get married is your choice. Making a decision to stay in the marriage is your choice. Because a lot of stuff, happens during marriage. My dear, I remember during my own time, even while I was preparing for my marriage and making all the arrangements and all that stuff, I had a quarrel with my husband and I said, I beg, I know they do again. I don't tire. I know they do again. Everything is and
they do now since 21 years. You see they do.
They do and I'm loving it every day. I'm loving it, So it's all my thought. And there are tips in there. Tips in there to help you keep your marriage together, what you can do when you have a problem, and where you can go if there is an issue, how you can bond your marriage together, make it stronger and all that. So
wow, we can't wait to have that book. I know you're going to launch it, and you did say to me that you're probably going to be launching it on this show, which would be fantastic. So obviously, we're going to have you back at some point, because I'm looking at the time. I wish we could have more time to talk. We've really extended our time tonight, but trust me, it's worth it, honestly. And I know a lot of people stay glued on this show because there's a lot that somebody said very good qualifier. Thank you so much, ma. Auntie Joanne Olukan. A lot of people are saying nice things. They're showing some love. They're appreciating you. This is Tarela Aganti, everybody. She's been amazing on this show. Please let me appreciate her before I let her go. Thank you ever so much. You can contact her. And if you're trying to look for her on social media, you can't find her, contact me. I will give you her details on how you can find her. Thank you ever so much, sis, for coming. Please appreciate my guests, everybody. People are saying well done, ma. People are appreciating. Thank you for coming on Instagram, on Facebook, and even on YouTube. Thank you so much. So we are on 3 channels tonight. People are appreciating it. They're saying well done. I pray that the Lord God Almighty will keep your home. Your case will not be a signboard that just point to the right way but never get there. That will not be your portion in Jesus' name. Your home will be blessed. Your marriage will continue to be blessed in the name of Jesus. And Sister Vicky Yabola will say, we really appreciate you. People are appreciating you. Yabola is saying thumbs up. Everybody's appreciating you. Sekino, tell everybody is appreciating. People said, well done. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Mommy Olusonya BC is also saying thank you. Thank you so much, sis. I will let you go so we can round up on this show tonight. God bless you. My regards to your lovely husband for allowing you to come on the show, because if he says no, you can't be here. And your children. God bless you. Thank you. See you next time. God bless you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Wow. Everybody, thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it. Thank you. We've really extended our time tonight, but I tell you, it's really worth it. Let's talk traditional wedding with Mermaid the Royals. This episode is a fantastic one. Somebody said great session. We appreciate it. Yes, indeed, it's been a great session. Comment àwọn tó pè wá wọlé. Thank you for your custom. Thank you so much, everybody. Ìyàwó bàbá Vicky Ọláwòye Olósànyà Bísí, Ronke Ọlámọ, so many people there. Mommy Joanna Olukan. There's so many people. Nikki Lesanmi. Thank you ever so much. Sekina Tella, Dele Ogun, Sabiola Yakiloye, Temitope Eko. A lot of people. I cannot mention everybody's name. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your custom. God bless you. I now pray. Somebody said we say to young men and women not to talk, but at the same time we say talk. We must be clear when advertising young people, because when abuse is going on, there is no, well, we managed to strike a balance on this issue of talk and no talk. When we say talk, it's not every little thing that your husband would do to you that you go and tell others. Even it could even be good things. I have seen people that have lost their marriage because they get, guess what my husband bought for me? Guess what my husband did it to me? Guess what my husband is like this? Guess what? She just got me a new watch. She just got me a new car. He's treating me well. When we're talking about talking, it could even be about positive things, going to say positive things. So that's how you are enjoying. People will now look for a way of ruining that relationship. And it could even be, and even if you want to talk to the right people. Don't talk to people that are already waiting for you to fail in your marriage. They will say, Shebi, we told you. Don't do it. And of course, what Mommy Abitoyin Oluwade is trying to say here is there are times that you cannot be quiet. She's saying there are times that you cannot be quiet. If it's abusive, if you're going through hell, if you need help, please don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Please, I beg you. Somebody said, where's our mommy, Aria Susie? Hey, when we started this show, it was locked down. Everybody was less busy. So she watches it afterwards, I guess. So people, let us know how to strike a balance. But remember that you need to talk to the right people. Thank you, everybody. I'm so grateful. Chorus Jewels and Laces. Please, Chorus Jewels and Laces. They sell all sort of accessories. They do Ashwebi. Even they have some latest Ashokis. Striping one I saw on their page. So beautiful. Please contact them. Anything you want to for your occasion, please contact Chorus Jewels and Laces. They are on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much, Royal Vogues, for all your custom. And now, please, people, Royal, meet the Royals. We are having our training session for Alaga. We're going to put the poster out soon. Please, if you know anybody that is interested in learning how to be a qualified Alaga, a professional one, please let them know. We are having training very, very soon. Please, anybody can learn. There are people that have learned on this show, that on this show, and they can testify. Please remember to join us on our training. I'll put all the information out there soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Lágbára Ọlọ́run lílọ là ń lọ yìí nínú àlọ́ọ̀dẹ ó lọ kò dé kò ní jẹ́ tiwa ó dé kò bá wọn kò ní jẹ́ tiyín lórúkọ Jésù. Mo wá fàsìkò yìí gbà ní àdúrà pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ mi lé ní pátá ilé àtọ̀nà yín á rójú. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ìgbéyàwó tó bá mì tìtìtìtì ogun ọ̀run á bá mi fi ogun á bá mi dì mú. Eléyìí tí ó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe wo pé ìyàwó ni tèmi máa tó dé, Ọlọ́run á pèsè ọkọ gidi ìyàwó gidi fún gbogbo wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run èyí tó dẹ̀ ń dùn lórúkọ Jésù kò ní kan. Lágbára Ọlọ́run lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ a tún bọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀. Ogun lọ kò dé kò ní jẹ́ tiwa. Wọ́n wá fàsìkò sọ fún gbogbo wa wípé láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Mo ní láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Ẹ̀yin ò ní forí gun, èmi ò ní fẹsẹ̀ kọ o. Mọ́tò yòówù ká lè wọ̀ kò ní forí sọ̀gì o. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Thank you so much for being here.
Traditional wedding.
Thank you so much. See you next week. Láyọ̀.
Let's talk traditional wedding. Nítorí ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ ní lọ́gbọ́n. Let's talk traditional wedding. Let's talk traditional wedding.
Come on,
Nínú orúkọ ètò náà. Let's talk traditional wedding. Nítorí ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ ní lọ́gbọ́n. Let's talk traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram. every Tuesday on Facebook. 6 p.m. UK time, every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ni lóye, let's talk traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún ni lóye, let's
talk traditional wedding. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next week by God's grace. God bless you. I really appreciate everybody. God bless you.